I think I've always been an artist. Even as a baby, still clinging to my mother, I had an artist's eye. I saw shapes in the clouds and sculptures in the tumbled stones at the bottom of a stream. I grabbed at colors, the crimson flower just out of reach, the ebony bird striking past. I don't remember much about my early life, but I do remember this. Whenever I got the chance, I would dip my fingers into cool mud and use my mother's back for a canvas. She was a patient soul, my mother. Imagination. Someday, I hope I can draw the way Julia draws, imagining worlds that don't yet exist. I know what most humans think. They think gorillas don't have imaginations. They think we don't remember our pasts or ponder our futures. Ponder means to think about something. Come to think of it, I suppose they have a point. Mostly, I think about what is, not what could be. I've learned to not get my hopes up. The loneliest gorilla in the world. When the Big Top Mall was first built, it smelled of new paint and fresh hay, and humans came to visit from morning till night. They drifted past my domain like logs on a lazy river. Lately, a day might go by without a single visitor. Max says he's worried. He says I'm not cute anymore. He says, Ivan, you've lost your magic, old guy. You used to be a hit. I want to point out right here that the pattern has changed. So it says at the beginning, when the Big Top Mall was first built, that humans came to visit from morning till night. It was busy all of the time. But now, lately, a day might go by without a single visitor. So the patterns have changed. First, it was busy all the time. People were there every day. Now things have changed at the mall and people are not coming, and sometimes an entire day will go by where no one comes to visit. It's true that some of my visitors don't linger the way they used to. They stare through the glass, they cluck their tongues, they frown while I watch my TV. He looks lonely, they say. Not long ago, a little boy stood before my glass, tears streaming down his smooth red cheeks. He must be the loneliest gorilla in the world, he said, clutching his mother's hand. At times like that, I wish humans could understand me the way I can understand them. It's not so bad, I wanted to tell the little boy. With enough time, you can get used to almost anything. TV. My visitors are often surprised when they see the TV Mac put in my domain. They seem to find it odd, the sight of a gorilla staring at tiny humans in a box. Sometimes I wonder, though, isn't that the way they stare at me, sitting in my tiny box, just as strange? My TV is old. It doesn't always work, and sometimes days will go by before anyone remembers to turn it on. I'll watch anything, but I'm particularly fond of cartoons with their bright jungle colors. I especially enjoy it when someone slips on a banana peel. Bob, my dog friend, loves TV almost as much as I do. He prefers to watch professional bowling and cat food commercials. I also want to introduce you to another depth and complexity prompt today. It's called the rules prompt, and what it does is it thinks about things that are in our world that we think of as sort of laws or rules or things that we would expect to be the case. So these are things that we expect people or things to follow, and rules can be broken, but usually that will lead to consequences. So some rules that we have in our mind that we think about is the fact that dogs typically don't watch TV. Another would be that dogs would chase cats. And here's Bob sort of breaking some rules. He likes to watch professional bowling, and he also likes cat food commercials, which I would not expect a dog to do. So we're just looking at different things that catch our attention that don't fit with the rules that we think of in our head. Bob and I have seen many romance movies too. In a romance, there is much hugging and sometimes face licking. I have yet to see a single romance starring a gorilla. We also enjoy old Western movies. In a Western, someone always says, "This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Sheriff." In a Western, you can tell who the good guys are and who the bad guys are, and the good guys always win. Bob says Westerns are nothing like real life.